Hey y'all, hey, how you doing? It's your girl Ginger Snaps. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some more TikTok mess. Every few days or every weekend, it seems like there's some drama on TikTok. So last week it was Fanita, and I stopped following along because it was just too much information overload. But feel free to go on TikTok and see what she's up to now. I heard it's gotten worse, but you know what? Listen, more power to her. So now this weekend, this started like Thursday or Friday evening. And the drama going on now is with Winnie Parker. So I'm introducing to those who are not TikTok savvy and who do not follow along. I introduce you to Winnie Parker, who is the delusional black girl, the resident delusional black girl who resides on TikTok. And before I go along, continue along, please do not forget, y'all, to like and subscribe. All right. So Winnie is, I don't know if she's half African American. I feel like I heard somewhere that she's half African American, half African, Nigerian or something. I'm not sure. So she's 30 to 31 years old, and she gets clowned a lot because a lot of people thought she was in her 40s. I even thought she was older, but no, she's about 30, 31. She's desperate. And I don't mean that as a dig. She literally is desperate, and you'll see it as we go along. Single mother to a one son who's, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, and he's biracial. All right, keep that in mind. What else can I say about, yeah, she's delusional. She's caused a lot of controversy and has offended many people, mainly black people in her own community, with her antics on TikTok. So let me play this video real quick so you can get a good sense of who this chick is.
Did you pay the rent? Okay, let's get into this story. Now, this is a creator by the name of Winnie Parker, and she's been all over your FYP, and you probably don't even know why. Now, if you go to Winnie's page, she chronicalizes her dating journey, as well as a couple of other things that she might do on the side, but most in part, her dating journey. Now, our girl Winnie here is under fire, but this is not the first time she's been under fire. The reason why she's on your FYP on the first of the month is because, well, let me show you the video. I'm going to say something controversial, and I don't care because I've been thinking about it a lot.
Let me pause. This happened back in, I believe, early 2024 or late 2023. So I'm just playing this. This is old, but I'm just playing this to give you a background of who this chick is. So this is probably a few months ago this happened.
It is better to have a following over a black following.
Winnie
Before I
girl.
go any further, this does not mean that I do not appreciate the people that support me and love me. Okay, that's not what this means. But it is very obvious that black people do not really support black creators. After she made the statement, people were a bit perplexed because they couldn't quite understand, well, why did she make it? Well, turns out she had posted a brand video with the company Macy's, and let me show you a clip of it. Because everything is curated and it makes holiday shopping easy. They have the best gift options, and oh my god, I saw this really cute bag. Now, when she posted this video, it wasn't really quite hitting the algorithm like I guess she had hoped for. And so instead of blaming the
This is
algorithm,
holidays,
she
so
went
this
and blamed
was,
her
yeah, late
audience. And basically said
2023.
in a nutshell, black people don't support black people, which is kind of interesting because I have over 1 million followers on both my pages, and we definitely support each other. But she had more to say. I pissed off a lot of people yesterday. A lot of y'all felt attacked, not appreciated, and upset by my comment. I should have used better words at the beginning of that video to get my point across. The words that I chose, saying a white audience is better than a black audience, I should have chose different words. That is not what I meant. And my bad for that. I definitely should have chose different words. But what I meant was that in order to grow a super big audience, you need a mixed audience. Having a mixed audience is better than having just one specific demographic of an audience. Now, you think she cleaned it up, but y'all, that video got a little bit worse. Pop that. I still stand on that the black community needs to do better at supporting black creatives. What does this look like? This means liking, this means reposting, this means commenting, this means saving, this means when the creator goes out and does something maybe off TikTok, you support, you follow their Instagram. When they get brand deals, you support their brand deals. And this leads me into the next topic. I was getting comments that were saying, well, most of your following's Black. Absolutely. I'm very much aware of that. And actually, my following does a great job with interactive content. A lot of my videos that I post, my dating or hair videos, do so good. The engagement is beautiful. The comments are beautiful. The numbers are mwah. I also engage with my communities. I'm not one of those influencers that doesn't reply back to my comments. I try to go live as often as I can. I'm very much involved in my community. So why? After all the work I do put in, because being on social media is you have to stay consistent, and it's something okay? But the moment I post a paid advertisement, which is a part of supporting a creator, right? That's a part of it, okay? Nothing. See, now I wish this was the first time that Winnie had involved herself in some controversy, but if you guys remember, just back in October, she had been having this like Atlanta hair trauma going on, and she finally met a fantastic stylist who did her hair, and people were a bit perturbed when she had rated the stylist who did this work. The work is just chef's kiss, a 7 out of 10. And literally, if you go through the comments, people were like, what is going on? Who is this woman? And why is she rating such a beautiful, pristine job so low? So when this hair review had dropped, people already had it in the back of their minds that she was somebody to look out for. Okay. And then boom, this video. And everyone had just, the tides had turned. And I encourage you to go watch both of her videos in regards to her paid ad and her review on it and her full context of why she thinks the Black community doesn't quite support, and just draw your own conclusions on what exactly you think is going on.
Oh, child. All right. So that is Winnie Parker for you guys. She has offended a lot of people. She has all these, you know, just derogatory things to say. I feel like she is what you would call probably an Oreo, who's someone who is Black on the outside and white on the inside. Okay. And I can say that because I've been called an Oreo all my life. All right. But she is like a bona fide Oreo. Look at how she speaks. Listen, I don't sugarcoat anything. You guys know me by now. Let's call it what it is. A lot of people, when a Black person is articulate and they look white identified, they will call you an Oreo. That's just how it is. So that's what she appears to be. And she has had other videos where she says she exclusively likes white men. Okay. So I feel like she rubs the Black community the wrong way, because you can't complain about us as a community not supporting you. Like, we watch her stuff because it's just a train wreck. She's a train wreck. That's why people engage in her comments and will watch her videos. But when it comes to ads, we can tell you're just doing it for the ad. Like, people are not there for that. When they see you walking into Macy's, what's that, backstage, we don't care. We do not care for you. Okay. Look at other Black creators. Look, Nosy Bystander, whose video that I just played. Nosy is the truth. Like she said, she has millions of followers, a million followers across her platforms. People support her. People engage with her. People support Keith Lee, who is a Black content creator. He's a food critic. When I tell you that dude is rich, he is loved and supported by Black people. So Winnie, there's just this disingenuine spirit with her. Number one. Number two, she does not seem like she's for Black people. We have that. I'm sorry to admit it. We do have Black people who are not for Black people. Look at Amanda Seales. You can tell Amanda Seales, people may say, oh, she's articulate, she's smart, she's this, maybe she's an Oreo, but she is for Black people. She is for Black people. Winnie Parker, to me, I do not feel like she cares about what matters to Black people, for the Black community. Winnie Parker is not that. Winnie Parker instead is on TikTok and the World Wide Web looking for a man. So this brings me to my next topic. Now you kind of get a gist of who she is. Her real shtick on TikTok is dating, get ready with me's for going on dates. She's always on the dating apps, like always on the dating apps, always looking for a date. And she has expressed that she needs a man, which I find just sad and appalling. She is desperate for a man. She's on what do you call it? Hinge. She's on Bumble. She's on Tinder. She's on Match. She's on all of them. And it's all being documented for our viewing pleasure. She's so desperate that she even started a fundraiser on what do you call it? What's that? She started a GoFundMe so she can hire, right? Listen closely, hire a matchmaker to help her find a man. Let me show you the GoFundMe. Like this is it's actually sick. It's sick. Here we are. Look at her GoFundMe. Help Winnie find love. She posted this a few months ago and out of 3,000 she raised 225. Yeah, see, a couple months ago. Which one of y'all donated to this? So here's her and you gotta post a picture. Look at all the boxes in the back. Like, really, girl? Really? Here's her synopsis. My name is Winnie. I'm a 30-year-old single mom residing in Atlanta, Georgia. Despite my best efforts, finding love has proven to be an elusive journey. I've explored dating apps, ventured out of my comfort zone, but alas, I've come up empty-handed. In my pursuit of love, I've considered seeking the guidance of a matchmaker. However, the reality is that matchmakers come with a hefty price tag, often ranging from $2,000 to $4,000 per month. As a single mother, this is a financial burden I simply cannot bear alone. Pause there. I'm a single mother as well. We have obligations, especially when we do not have that much help from the children's fathers. So, your number one priority should not be dating. I repeat, it should not be dating. If you're having a hard time, focus on your child instead of coming and begging on the internet for money for what? Not to pay your mortgage or rent, not to help feed your child, but to find a man. Like, that is, I'm sorry, from coming from a single mother too. That's why I feel like I can speak on this. That is so desperate. I understand that you may want a man. I get it. I've told you guys myself, I've stepped away from the dating game. I'm divorced 2 years. I tried dating a couple of months after I divorced, and I said, oh hell no. This what y'all doing out here? Is this what y'all doing in the dating scene out here? No, ma'am. No, thank you. I just could not believe the debauchery that is happening. And I'm very much black and white. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing these games. I refuse to play these games on these apps where, people just you read the bios and then you meet the person and they're not who they say they are. So you're having to sift through basically thousands of people. No, I couldn't do it. First of all, I hadn't before my divorce, I hadn't dated since the early 2000s. I was with my ex for 20 years. And when we divorced, I was only 38. So I don't know anything about this dating landscape. When I entered it, it was grand opening, grand closing. I said, absolutely not. And I stay home. I'm not going outside. I'm not trying to meet people. People tell me all the time, and it's funny because my friends now are telling me, you need to go out. You need to, because I refuse to use dating apps. And everyone's telling me, well, you're gonna meet people outside. I don't like outside. I like inside. I love my own company. Today I stepped out to go to church and Target. That's it. Yesterday I stepped out and I went to Trader Joe's. Where else did I go? I think I did go to Target too. Listen, that's my jam. Church, Trader Joe's, Target, work. And when my kids are with me, I'm with my kids. I shut everything else out when my kids are with me. So yeah, I may not meet, I don't know. I'm hoping that God drops somebody on my front door porch. Maybe it's not, my ministry. I don't know, but I refuse to play these charades and this craziness and foolishness that's going on out there, because it's all a game. You know what? I'm gonna expound on this later. Let's get back to Miss Winnie right here. So she says she's a single mother. Okay, focus on your child. You can't afford a matchmaker. Listen, matchmakers to me are for elite individuals. You got $4,000 a month. We're talking about millionaires. Matchmakers are for millionaires. If you remember, there was a show called Millionaire Matchmaker. Also, matchmakers are for cultural reasons as well. I've watched on Netflix a couple of shows. There was a Jewish matchmaking and there was like an Indian matchmaking. Yeah, those I agree with because of the cultural importance of marriage. And the goal is to get married. Yes, I agree with the whole matchmaking thing. But you a whole single mom, you broke and you're desperate? No. Sit down, eat your food, and take care of your child. So she says, but I refuse to lose hope. I truly believe that investing in a matchmaker could be the key to finding my special someone. Someone who will embrace both me and my little one with open arms. That's why I humbly turn to you, my community. Which community? You shitted on Black community. So which white people ain't about to finance your matchmaking shenanigans. My community for support. With generous donations, I hope to raise 8,000. Do y'all see why she's dubbed the delusional Black girl on TikTok? Even in her own bio, it says something delusional Black girl or whatever. $8,000 to cover the costs of a few months in the matchmaking program. Every contribution, no matter the size, no matter the size, brings me closer to my dream of finding love. Thank you for your kindness, your support, and your belief in love's power to transform lives. Together, let's make this journey towards love and reality. Who's together? Girl, together who? Surely not the Black community who you have in the past berated over nonsense. Anyhow, so, okay, let's stop right there. So now you get a sense. Winnie Parker, she's, again, she's an Oreo. And I say that because I've been called that before. She does not appear to be for the Black community. She has stated that she exclusively dates white men. She has stated that in the past. What else can I say about her? I think there was a video. There was some video about her talking about the her GoFundMe, and I think she was talking about her reasoning and the backlash she faced in posting the GoFundMe, and she did say that she's had some network people reach out to her. Honestly, I think this is all a stunt. She did that. I really think she did that to get on a reality show. Because ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way that you're putting yourself out there and risking embarrassment for naught. I really believe now, after the whole Macy's debacle, she's seeing that even villains get views, get a lot of attention. So now she's resorted to pulling stunts, being villainized because it equates to money, essentially. It equates to higher views, higher engagements. And Black people, we love a good scandal. We love a good beef. We love a good delusional moment and love engaging. And I feel like she's figured that out. And that's why in my opinion, she's pulling all these stunts, because nobody in hell would put a GoFundMe as a single Black mother to find a man. Shame. Shame. All right. That brings me to today's topic. So Winnie went on a date, right? She went on a date with a white guy, I presume, this past weekend. Okay? Let's watch the first video together. This is also causing a lot of conversation on TikTok as we speak. So let's see what Miss Winnie has been up to, shall we? Let's see what shenanigans. Bear with me for a second. All right, let me know what y'all think about this.
I think I'm gonna leave, but I need you to pay the bill because I'm not paying the bill.
I can't afford to pay the bill. But I get paid on Friday. I was thinking maybe you could slip out this time. I mean, you did ask me to come out to eat.
I didn't ask you. You asked me to come out to
eat. Well, I sat here and pretended
I
cared
awkward.
About what you said for an hour. I think it'd be respectful for you to
my
just
God.
pay the bill.
Oh my God. I've never had anyone talk to me like that. I'll pay it just because you seem like you.
How about you see if your sister can cash out you some money for it?
I'm literally appalled. I don't Are you being serious right now?
I'll cover the tip if you want to
If you have the tip, then I'm not gonna sit here and argue with someone about paying a bill. I'll pay it, but that's so sad that you would ask somebody.
Well, if you'll pay it, then what's the big deal? Now come over here. Let me feel on it.
All right, let me play. I'm not going to say anything yet. Let me play the second video that I want to show. When I tell you, listen, I ain't dating no time soon. Although my neighbor has been trying to kick game to me, and I'm like, nigga, bye. But if this is for real, I ain't dating no time soon. Now watch this.
I'm home. Marla's not in the room, so I don't want to talk too loud. But I just want to say this. The only reason why I picked up my camera to film was because he was saying the most heinous shit. And I was like, if I don't record this and I only tell a story time, they will not believe the words that are coming out of this man's mouth. When I tell you, I have never been more mortified in my life. And I've went on some pretty shitty dates. I had to cut out the beginning because I know that if I would have kept the beginning of what he said in that video, it would have caused just a ruckus. It would have caused a lot. And no, I can't post the full video because I literally filmed it on TikTok and then cut it out. So that's the only video that I have of it. But y'all, when I tell y'all, what am I don't understand. And the thing about it is they present so well on the dating apps. They look so put together. And then when I meet them, it's how the fuck, what is happening? I will do a whole story time tomorrow. I just got home. I'm going to go to bed. But when I tell you I'm so discouraged, at this point, I have never felt more discouraged and more that I want to give up more in my life. I'm at the point now where I'm I just am going to grow old and be alone because I attract the most. And I swear I'm not a person that I just don't get it, bitch. I don't know why I attract these type of guys. But yeah.
Okay. My thing is, did he, there's a couple of things. First of all, when I first saw it, I don't know if I all the way believe it. You know why? Because, first of all, you can tell if somebody picks up a phone and starts recording. How was she, if you're at a table with someone and they're sitting across from you, how are you able to discreetly pick up your phone? And I know you can pick it up, I guess, hit record and lay it down flat on the table, but we were able to see her face. It was at an angle. So I'm confused. Number one. Number two, I don't believe this. I do not believe it at all. It's giving staged. And we know Winnie, given Winnie's history on TikTok, I believe this is staged. And there's something else we have to go over later. I will tell you why. Another reason I think it's staged, but I have to play the other video for you. I don't know where I put it. Give me a second, y'all. All right, so here she is, giving more details about her quote unquote date. Where am I? Can y'all see this? Should get on my nerves. I got the wrong video up.
I'm just going to clear up a couple of questions. One, the reason why I decided to just pay all of it was because the server had come around 3 times by this point and we were still arguing. I could tell that the server just wanted to be done. The server wanted to get, the payment and leave. It was about closing time. And so the server was just ready to go. I decided just to pay it because he was not going to pay it. And if he didn't pay his half, even if I would have split it down the middle, it would have been deducted from her bill. She would have had to end up paying for it, essentially. I was kind of okay with paying it because I just feel like it will come back to me in some way, shape, or form. I'm tired of arguing. I need to get back to my son. Like, let's just pay it and I'll just never talk to the man again. Another question I got a lot was, how much did I end up paying? It was $100. The bill was $100 and that was including the tip. Another one I got is, why did he randomly mention your sister? Because before that, we were kind of talking about our families. He was telling me that, his dad had a business and I was telling him that, like, oh, my sister, works in the technical field. So basically he ended up just using that against me 30 minutes later. And the last one is this a skit? It is not a skit. I do understand how it could seem like a skit because it happens all the time on the internet and we are so desensitized to seeing shit like that we think that, like, it's not real. But I promise you, I would never wish that upon anybody. And I'm traumatized from that shit. Like, I'm literally like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? And then also the very end where he was like, let me touch on it. It ended abruptly like that at the perfect time, honestly, because while he was saying that, he was scooting closer to me. And I was like, back the up. Like, it was like I stopped recording. So I was like, don't come near me. Anyway, I hope that explains everything a little bit better.
Yeah. So do you guys believe this whole date gone wrong and he didn't want to pay the bill? Again, I think it's a skit. I think it's a skit. I know the dating landscape is trash right now. I know it is. But really, he's going to just flat out. I haven't come across that. But for a guy to flat out say, I'm not paying it, I can't. I've heard horror stories, but Winnie, we don't believe you. You need more people. Number one. Okay. Number two, if you guys also did not know, Winnie has recently lost her job, which now I'm second guessing that if she really lost her job or if she quit. I've noticed on TikTok, a lot of them will make a video and say, you guys, I was fired today, so I'm just gonna try to do this TikTok thing full time now. Please support. I feel like when they say they've been fired, it tugs on people's heartstrings to watch their content more. I feel like that's why they do that. They either quit or they're still working. And Winnie recently just said she was fired, this I believe for a couple months now, and she's been saying she doesn't know how she's gonna pay her mortgage. And if you follow her, she has been driving DoorDash and Uber Eats for a while now, trying to make ends meet. So my thing is, all right, you're a single mom. You have all these financial responsibilities. You have a mortgage, you have a child, you have bills, you have, utilities and all that. You got to keep food on the table. Why then? Why are you dating? Why are you dating? Because listen, in this day and age, men are not trying to shell out the big bucks for us as women. Not many men are. You have a lot of, what is it, the blue pill, red pill community, all that on YouTube, who are very, very influential, who are spewing basically anti-women, misogynistic rhetoric. And that's one of the reasons why I know it's not all men, but a lot of men. That's why I don't think a lot of men are adopting these ideologies where it's 50-50. Hell no, I ain't paying for you on a date. If you want me to pay, you have to put out. A lot of men have adopted this. Gone are the days of chivalry. Gone are the days of men opening the door and, you know, paying the full bill for you, and, just taking care of you. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's few and far in between. It really is. So then why, as a woman, would I, knowing that I'm broke, subject myself to potentially a man refusing to pay dinner for me? You don't know how that man thinks. They can appear, like she said, she even said um they can appear well put together on the apps and chivalrous and all that. Then you get on the date, if you are not trying to put out, if you are not trying to, to bust it wide open, he's not paying. And I've heard and read and watched horror stories all over. It's my entertainment, honestly, because I'm like, you women, like, y'all really looking. You guys are trying hard out here to find a man when it's not, times are not the same. Times are not the same anymore. Listen, we're old. First of all, we have strikes against us, and I know this. I know this. Winnie and myself, I include myself. We have children. That's strike one against us. We're not in our 20s. Strike two. Winnie may be having more kids. I'm not having more kids. Strike three. I was once married. That's a lot of people don't want someone who's been married before. For me, that's strike four. Another strike, I'm sorry to say it, we're Black women. And that's not my doing or my saying. It's what society, it's what's going on now in society. I feel like Black women, we are at the bottom of the totem pole in desirability. Not and it's not universal. I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, we're not desirable. I had to give that a moment of silence because it's true. It doesn't bother me because I know who I am. I think I'm the shit. I love myself. Um, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, all I can do is build myself to a point where, I can, I just, I don't know. And it's funny because someone asked me this question yesterday. My neighbor who's been trying to kick game, I guess. He's like, well, what are you going to do when you grow older and, you're going to be alone or lonely? Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to force. I refuse to force things or force a relationship or force date out of fear of being alone. I can't do that because you could end up with someone who treats you like shit. I've been there, done that. I refuse. For fear of being lonely? No. I'd rather be alone and happy than married or in a relationship and miserable. Sorry. So we have a lot of strikes working against us. So Winnie, like you have no job. Focus on getting a new job, getting your finances in order. Because look what she had to do. She had to go and shell out $100. Listen, $100 is still a lot of money when you're unemployed. She had to shell out $100 to cover the tab, which is ridiculous. That could have gone to something for your child. Hello, your child. That's why either this girl is truly delusional and irresponsible, or this was all made up. It has to be. I hope if it's, I really pray that it's a skit and she made this up in order to get more views and make her money that way on TikTok. Because ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way in hell. Have some respect for yourself. And a lot of these guys, you don't know and again, I'm speaking from a woman's perspective because I'm a woman who's dating or, who's heterosexual. A lot of these men too, they're just on these apps. They're not serious. They're looking for one thing. They're not serious. And then you have a reaction. Oh my God, I can't believe, girl, what you expect? You have to date. If you're going to be on the apps, you're going to have to keep in mind, you are going to run across a lot of these type of men. You can't be shocked and appalled. I wasn't appalled. I was like, well, you met him on the app. What you expect, girl? Anywho, there's a lot of conversation and debate about this on TikTok right now. Let me know what you guys think. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. I want to know what y'all up to dating wise. Who's married? Who's not? Who found the love of their life on an app? Or who's celibate? Who's what's going on with y'all? I want to know. Like I said, I'm not dating. I'm celibate. I'm just out here just living my life like it's golden. All right. And trying to up my money. Because it is expensive to live right now. I can't focus on dating. It's appalling how inflation has gotten. It's gotten so bad. People are making over $100,000 and still struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. That's the real issue now. That's what we, especially as single mothers, need to be focused on. All right. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.